Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. I found this one right up the street from where I live. A neighbor of mine just a few doors down has owned this car the last 20 years. He bought it already restored. The gentleman before him had the car all apart, did a really nice restoration. We're not talking Pebble Beach, $100,000, but it's not priced anything like that. Just a nice old car. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can read all the specs, study all the pictures. That's where you find price tags on all the cars we have. It's probably the least expensive car I have in our whole collection right now. And if you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified as the new ones are posted. But for right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. And I don't think I even mentioned what it is. It's a 1937 Ford trunk back sedan, they call it. Flathead V8. Nostalgic car. If you want to experience a true antique vintage car, you can do it with this. It doesn't have 20-inch chrome wheels. There's no 350 Chevy under the hood. I even love the gray with the black wall tires. That's what it would have been back in the day. This was, for function. This is what they drove to work and to the store and that sort of thing. Now today, we like to make our cars all about the show. As well, but this is like what you would have seen back in the day, an authentic 37 Ford, all steel. So underneath the car, it looks very respectable. The floors are all nice, solid metal from what I could see. I didn't see any rotten or rusty areas. All the components, the steering, the suspension, it looks proper. None of it's brand new. It was restored at some point, like the shocks have been replaced. I bet you can take any nut or bolt off with a wrench. Nothing is rusted. Nothing's caked with grease. It's all clean hardware. My neighbor did redo the brakes. He said might have been a few years ago, but less than 250 miles on the brakes since they've been all redone. All the hydraulics in the brakes were redone. It has a single exhaust. The motor, bottom of the motor is very clean. From when they redid it, it's still painted real nice. It has a 3-speed manual transmission. That looks clean as well. It has the original rear end. They call it a banjo rear end because of the shape of it. So again, underneath, looks very respectable. It's also very functional, this car. That's what really impressed me. All the gauges work. I was asking them, the gauges work? I assume they don't. Oh yeah, temperature gauge, that all works. I just tried the key. Even the lock works. I just tried it. So this is a car you can drive. You're not going to take it out on a 95-degree day and go drive it 100 miles, but you want to run around town, take the grandkids, go get ice cream, go to a cruise night. It's a great car for that. So the body, like I said, it's all steel. All the fenders, everything about it's steel. No fiberglass parts here. It was all taken apart, restored 20 years ago, and it still looks this good. We've got a really solid car here. There's no rust or damage or problem areas in the body at all that I found. The roof is all straight, all real nice, all metal. All the body here, this is all in really nice shapes, all metal fenders. No bubbles down here. This is all nice, clean metal. Fits nicely. Open and close, real nice and solid. There's a scratch right here, pretty good scratch in the paint. But all the body is excellent. This is all in great shape, no issues. It's straight, not dented, again, not rusted. Poor amateur body work, sometimes wavy, lumpy, or bubbles up. I don't see any of that here. This was the first year they built the headlights into the fenders. The 36 had actual exposed headlights. And a lot of this is very, the Zephyr looked very much like this. This is where they got a lot of the styling inspiration from. But all this, the hood, fenders, everything's excellent here. I don't see any damage. The doors, all that's real nice. Now really, I was looking at the body. The actual paint is very smooth and glossy. That rubs off. That scratch on the door is by far the worst part of the entire paint job. I'd say the paint's held up really well. Not cracking and smooth and glossy. Now the welting between the fenders was replaced. I can tell these rubber gaskets were replaced. And I'm almost going to guess all the glass except the windshield is new because the glass is crystal clear. I can't say it was replaced for sure, but it looks that way. The chrome hinges are replaced. It has a new V8 handle. The bumper and bumper guards are replaced. It has 2 tail lights. Nice gas cap. Yeah, this glass is all crystal clear. Has, I think they call them the spiderweb wheels, the V8 cap, got the trim ring. Yes, all real nice. The windshields aren't new because they're delaminating in the corners just a little bit, which is typical on an old car. But the rest of the glass doesn't have that. Ford V8 emblem's new. That emblem looks new. Bumpers re-chromed or replaced. Glass lenses. So that's all in really nice shape. The tires, they are Reproduction Firestone tires. That's what would have been on there. The black wall, I love that. Running boards are recovered, real nice. They can be wiped down a little better, but they're not lumpy. When you have rust under there, you might see lumps or bumps, but it's all real nice. They're solid. So there you have it. Why don't we open it up? I'll show you what the inside looks like. All right, you got it. It's very cool. It's the V8 emblem is the handle. Chrome latch here. Inside the trunk, all clean, dry, solid metal. Even back here in these compartments, they rust down here. It's all solid. Doesn't look like it's patched up or fiberglassed. So very dry, clean metal floor. Underneath this panel here, they even got a 5th matching tire. This tire's never been used. It's a Reproduction Firestone tire, just like the others. And the rim is painted and matches the others as well. You still got the board here. The seat divider's been replaced. It's a nice, clean, solid trunk. Under the trunk lid's painted. Now I'm going to walk around with you and open the suicide doors. When they open backwards, they refer to those as suicide doors. They have very nice redone interior. The seats are all redone. They have good firm spring. The headliner's all redone. You have these nice pull straps are remade. The welting around the door openings all replaced. Door panels are all redone and stitched. All the handles are nice. All the plastic's real nice. The carpet was replaced. It's a little stained. It does not need to be taken out, but it's not brand new either. So I'll go around to the other side. So the front seat's done real nice. See how it's all stitched nice and straight. It all looks real good. I love the steering wheel, the deluxe steering wheel. This is how you turn on the headlights. You turn the lever here. You got running lights and you got the full headlights. The original gauges are actually in really nice shape, and he told me they do function. The knobs are not broken. It's got a nice shifter knob, 3-speed shifter. And then look at this. It has air conditioning as well. Windshield still cranks out. So inside the car is really very nice. Oh, and the interior lights even work. See that? There's one on each side and they both work. The metal trim inside's been repainted. Doors shut solid. Now this is the famous flathead V8 motor. There's a custom assembly here to hold the hood open. This is new. So this flathead is a replacement. It's an upgraded motor. This one's from the 40s. It's either a 90 or a 100 horsepower engine, which is more than what the 37 would have had. For all practical purposes, it looks just the same, so nobody's going to look at it and say, well, that don't belong there. And it just runs really well. You know, it's got the authentic carburetor and air cleaner, even the old style spark plug wires, fuel pump, generator. Has Ford hoses and clamps. If you wanted to take the time, this gray, a little hand polish, this will all clean up real nice. It was all painted. It just hasn't been polished in a while. Interstate battery bolted in properly. These flatheads, they run smooth, and this one does as well. And the VIN number. The VIN number, the original VIN number, is clearly stamped on the frame. Probably too dark to see it right now, but we have a picture on our website, and it does match the title. So there's no issues with a missing VIN number. This one is legit, and it matches. So there you have it, folks. Just a good old car. This is not, again, not a $500,000 Packard. It's restored to a very good condition, but it's a really good car. It's solid and it functions. It's from my neighbor. He told me so. He told me he drove it. Go to the cruise night around the block. It's that type of car. The doors shut, solid as a rock. Very affordable. If you want to get an old vintage Ford, try it out for a couple of years. You'll sell this and get your money back, no problem. And it's really cool. When I went to his garage and seen it, he had all sorts of extras. He had a Tommy gun in the back and a lot of vintage stuff, to just make it a more interesting display. He kept that stuff, but now you can go ahead and hit the antique malls and decorate it how you want it. So there you go. That's my impression. Go to volocars.com. Speak with the salesman. They can help you get this delivered. They can help you get it financed even. And if you have questions or concerns about the car, make sure you ask them. They'll help you the best they can. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on that bell icon. That way you'll be notified as the new ones are posted. Thanks for watching.